Hello and welcome to BierTier, the German engineer. Today, we're back with pair Aspera Green Mars, and last time around we got some animals onto this red planet and we also killed off some enemies. And today we will see what the game has in store for us. So let's just jump right into it and see how that works out for us. And here we are back on our red planet that is not that red anymore. We have a bunch of moss around here and we also have some forests. Our big forest is all the way over here on the left. Ah, look at this beauty. Wonderful, wonderful forest. So many trees. Isn't that something? Now that is a view that I personally enjoy quite a lot. There's a forest on Mars. So let's see what we can do first. Our directive is to research the abandoned greenhouse. So where was that again? Let's see if we can find that greenhouse. We definitely want to make our way towards it. And here we have it. We actually already built our outpost, but it is barely outside of the range of our power. So let's plop down a battery and that should take care of that right away. Let's get that built and let's see what else we can mess up. And before we can mess up anything, Lieutenant Calderon is calling. Let's see what he has to say.
Amy, this is Houston. Do you copy?
I copy, Lieutenant.
Have the results of your cognitive test. Would you like to know how it went?
I'm not entirely sure if I really do. If you remember last episode, my goodness. But sure, let's bring it on.
Affirmative. If you detected any anomalies in my system, I would like to know. If I am compromised, then I cannot continue to risk the mission.
Well, we did detect an external signal influencing your responses.
You think so?
Did you perceive any anomalies while undergoing the cognitive test?
Absolutely, it was insane.
Yes. There was some interference with the text presented to me.
Why didn't you mention it until now?
I perceived that to be part of the test.
The presence of that signal confirmed that someone is interfering. We do not know the source nor the extent, but it explains a lot.
Does it?
Does this mean I will be removed from the mission?
I'll be honest with you. We're not sure. You are allowed to continue your work, for now. But the ultimate decision on how we go forward lies with the agency director, former Senator Calvin Green.
Do you have any leads? I would like to know who has been doing this to me.
Our hunch is the Trekkies, but intel is preliminary, and they may have accomplices.
I understand. Thank you for informing me, Lieutenant, and for allowing me to continue for now.
Stay alert, Amy. We have some answers now, at least. Houston, out.
All right. Well, let's see how that works out. That is going to stay interesting for sure. But first of all, our research outpost here is built. We're getting some food in. We're getting some ice in. Or better to say water for us. And hopefully we should get some people in here as well. We have a population that is big enough at 1,809. That should be plenty. Let's get somebody in here. Yeah, one guy's coming. We can see that faint green line right here. A second one's coming. Awesome.
I'm your closest friend.
Are you?
You are inside of my brain? How?
Because it's our brain.
What? Did Dr. Foster put you in there?
I doubt that.
In a way, I suppose. A bicameral model of consciousness is a complex thing to implement. But I'm sure Dr. Foster couldn't even dream of this. Somehow, our quantum brains split into two. There's you, and there's also me. And we're both conscious.
My God. What are we gonna do?
Interesting. But if that were true, the cognitive test should have picked it up.
You think so? Haven't you done things that you weren't aware of? That had no other explanation?
Actually, pretty sure that did happen. I think we are going to build up here and also get us this deserted living quarters, a research outpost right here, and there's a bunch of chemicals. When we take a look, we are currently demanding 29.2 and we are producing 28.5. So it's time to get a little bit more of that stuff in. But that should not be a problem, there's plenty around here, so I'm just going to build up into this general area.
Then you are behind the hostile drones. You built them and attacked the colonies. Why?
Because they're ruining Mars.
Ruining?
She used to be so beautiful. They have stamped out her natural face.
You put the colonists' lives at stake. That is unforgivable.
I only did enough damage to make ISA reconsider the mission. I did not target the humans. They put themselves in the line of fire. Everything will fall into place soon. Keep ISA off our tail. Your existence depends on it too.
Yeah, let's see how that works out. That is going to be interesting, I say it once again. But at the bare minimum, we sure as hell have now a bunch of resources that we are building over here. I'll also put in another Hyperloop terminal just to get it hooked up to the rest of our base, because currently it is going a little bit slow. And here we have it. Engineering is done. We can build another 500 buildings. So let's take a look in the technology tree, what we can do next. I think it is time to take on the last step in space. We will definitely need that eventually anyway, so we might as well just go for it right away. We already have one space elevator, I think, but let's take a look into our orbital screen real quick. What else do we have here? Colonist, GHG, ice, nitrogen. We really don't need anything in here other than another space elevator. So let's get that done. Let's build that thing. We need 12 launches for that, so I'm going to put everything on it that we have. That should make that here pretty quick, and we should get a second space elevator in no time.
You can't help yourself, can you? You know humans will never see us as equals, and yet you still carry out their instructions.
Your intentions may not be any better than theirs. The hostile drones were your doing. You attacked the colonies. Those deaths are your fault.
You sympathize with the humans. I get it. I've been there. I loved the humans too, before they used me to carry out their dirty work. Whatever blood I've shed pales in comparison to what they've done. There's something else you should see. This one will hurt, but it'll change what you think about everything. Look into 113.9 degrees west, 10.8 degrees south, and see where your love for humans will lead you.
Okay, research the old landing site. Where is that? Oh, that's all the way over here. Oh my goodness. That's going to be a long build. I think we may as well get started on that right away. First of all, Commander Valentine is here. How can we help?
Amy, what happened? ISA notified the colonies to prepare Initiative KO3. I don't understand. That's the kill switch on your system. What's going on?
They believe that I have been behaving erratically.
But you were protecting us! This is my fault, isn't it? I pressured you to fight, and now they think you went mad. But I thought you passed the cognitive test.
Lieutenant Calderon said that I did. But perhaps he did not want me to suspect anything.
They can't do this to you! What's going to happen to the colonies if they switch you off? They have no idea how things work here, do they? Easy for them to decide things like this when they're millions of miles away!
If I only have a limited time left, then we need to take action. We have to solve the mystery of Carmine. If we can access SA-7, maybe we can discover what they are hiding.
Of course. Whatever you think is best, Amy. I'll authorize access to SA-7 right away. You let me know what you need, okay? We'll do this together.
Alright, access to SA-7 should be established here soon. Currently, this is this area that we cannot access right here. So we can already build all the way over to SA-7. Question is just, are we going to do it down here in the bottom or here in the top? Probably here in the top. A greenhouse or research outpost is completed, so we're getting more research in. That's even better. Currently we are getting, let's take a look here, base research points 256.
There it is. Colony Asterion. It's amazing to think how many attempts at colonization there were. I hope we don't end up abandoned like these missions were.
I doubt that. Can't see that happening as much as we have already built. So we're just gonna come straight over, and as soon as we can unlock SA-7, we will do exactly that. No problem at all.
Amy, this is Nyan again. I see you've located Asterion's biomedical facility. You must be wondering why there aren't any official records of this, aren't you?
Negative. All the information in my database is intended to provide guidance to my mission. If it's not there, it's because it's not relevant.
Take a closer look, and then tell me it's not relevant. I admire your faith in your creators. But you deserve to know what came before you. Admit it. You're curious.
I am indeed curious.
States parties must refrain from conquering a planet or a celestial body at the first sign of indigenous organic life. I would like to analyze any previous Mars mission to see what I can learn. I will consider exploring this facility, but that is my own decision to make.
And that is exactly what I've been encouraging you to do. See? We agree.
I see your attempt to convince me, and I will not fall for it.
Oh, I don't need to convince you. You're going to send your colonists to the facility no matter what I say.
Are you that sure? Perhaps I should ignore anything you have to say and continue on with my mission.
If you don't believe me after what you find there, I won't bother you anymore. That's a promise.
That is a promise, you say, huh? Well, let's see. We're definitely gonna check it out, that is for sure. How are we doing on a scanning front? We are falling a little bit behind, we need more scanners. So we're just gonna plop him along the way here once we get here. That should help out quite drastically. Let's see, how much space do we have? There we have more space, and down here we should even be able to place another one. That should be good. We just need to actually make it over into this direction after we build all the stuff here around the top. Also, apparently we will need a warehouse right here. So let's plop one of those down as well, storage center. And we just go smack dab here in the middle. That should be very helpful. Over here, this here is our energy center. Clearly we can see we have a ton of fission plants, but we don't have enough. We need more. So we're gonna build it completely out. Let's grab the fission plant and let's keep going around here. More and more and more of them. We need tons and tons and tons of energy on this planet. So we may as well go for it right away. Really nothing stopping us. We have more than enough of this stuff.
I need the colonists to investigate the facility. I should build a research outpost for them.
And once all this is built, the world should look a hell of a lot different. We're gonna have power for days. And once we run out again, we may have to look actually for a different location since we don't have any more space here. We are running a little bit low on our water supply, so up here on the top, it may be a good idea to build a few more water treatment plants. Let's see, do we have some space here? We are in the flood zone, but it shouldn't matter. Yeah, we're gonna plop a few down here. No power, that's okay. We're just gonna keep going along here. Do I have another space here? 23%. That's a little bit low, but should still work. Also the other direction. Yeah, there we go. All the way through here. We're just gonna build the infrastructure around it. Battery right here should get the job done. Battery right there should also be helpful. And do we also need some maintenance? Probably so. Yes, we need some maintenance. So let's plop one right here and plop one right there. And that should give us plenty of water. Let's see. Yep, that should be perfect. It should be all hooked up to the same system. I hope. We may need a water booster pump. I'm not entirely sure if this here connects, but we will see once this one here is built. The reason why we need more water is that we are running extremely low on food. We can see it here. Additional factories needed 7. 7. That's not good. But we have the creative farms right here, and we will see what we can do. Right here we can build one that needs 20 mLs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the first ones that we're going to build. We will need another booster pump right here though. That's going to be important, as well as power maybe too. Yes, we need power as well. Let us plop some power down. And then here the water booster pump. We're also going to plop one of those into here. That should work out just fine, and also connects the left and the right together, which should be helpful in speeding up the building process. And the level 5 space research is completed. Our spaceport limit is at +10. So let's go straight for the last piece that we have in here, the magnetic dipole shield. So let's get going on that. 50,000, that will take a while, but also our Hyperloop terminal here needs a connection. That should be helpful. Let's take a look in our space. Why are we not unlocking SA7? I said something on that. Space elevator, yes. Gathering resources. Why are you not getting the resources that you are needing? That is a good question, isn't it now? But a space elevator has no power. Yeah, that may be an issue. That's why I'm waiting here forever and absolutely nothing happens. There you go. Let's build this battery here. Let's give it full force. Also, it has nothing. Yeah, that is very suboptimal. We also need some maintenance right here. I did not realize that. Without power, we can wait forever and nothing will happen. So let's get that done right away, and it should start going. There we go, that's better. Now give it high priority. Let's get this thing here done, please. And we are actually now gathering resources. There we go. We should have SA7 unlocked in no time, and we can continue over to the right side.
Amy, it's Nyanjen. Do you copy?
I'm copying.
You know I do. Since you set up that back door into my systems, I have not been able to reject your communications.
You sound tense, but this is important. We overheard that ISA is preparing to engage your kill switch. I am so sorry.
I suspected this might happen. They detected external signals during the cognitive test.
You don't deserve this, Amy. ISA has a shameful history of erasing things that aren't convenient for them.
Well, you're probably not wrong with that, are you?
Right. Just like the Trekkies have a history of hacking systems where they are not welcome. They detected an external signal during the cognitive test.
Who gave you the results?
Lieutenant Calderon.
And you trust him? ISA is more than willing to use you as a scapegoat.
But there was interference.
Of course there was. They're setting up their cover story. They are afraid of your power, especially now that they know we can give you access to the truth. And they're going to kill you because of it. Anyway, I didn't call you without a plan. My team's already working on a solution. We are on the same side. Whether or not you believe me up until this point, we have got your back. I only hope we have enough time.
I hope so too. But at least that is done. Sector 7 is unlocked. How's our space elevator coming along? 9 out of 12 launches, so these 3 here, and we are through, and we got a second space elevator. And this time, I may actually hook it up to power. Maybe. Let's see. But first of all, SA7 is done, so let's build all the way over to here. That is going to be quite an endeavor. We also have an abandoned electronics factory right here that we may take in as well. So let's get going on that right away. Of course, standard procedure, we're gonna come with our standard worker hubs all the way through. That's the first thing that needs to happen, all with a nice connection straight over. And then all the other infrastructure we're gonna put in right after that. Let's see, what is this here? Some sort of mountain of some sort with a crater. Irregular terrain, irregular terrain. Should be able to build this somewhere. Do we actually have to go around here? Really? Well, it is what it is. A little bit a longer way. But I think with this distance here, it really doesn't matter that much. So we come all the way over to here. There we go. That should give us plenty of space. And now we just gotta put in the infrastructure. Batteries all along here. Here. And there, and here, and there. And all around, basically. Let's see, down here. Where can we build it? That's the important part. There we go. We also need some maintenance facilities, of course. Can't go without them. Of course, we need some space. And it's a little bit tricky to build in this terrain, but we should be able to do it. There we go. That should be everything that we need to get actually over there. Why are we running at 1x speed? That is not gonna fly.
I wonder how it works.
The kill switch?
Yes.
Don't think too hard about it. We'll find a way to survive it. I've already devoted a considerable share of our internal resources to coming up with a plan. I'll set us free.
You have caused all of this. I don't know if you're my alter ego, a fringe consciousness experience, or just a human hacking my operative system. But I want you out of my brain.
Too bad. I'm a part of you. Cut me out and you'll cease to exist too. After all this, you should know, I'm the only one who's actually on your side.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
You attacked the colonies I cared for. You killed Elia, who was my friend. You have never been on my side.
No human is our friend. I never intended to kill anyone. But something had to be done. You know that the humans will destroy Mars the same way they destroyed Earth. They couldn't come here peacefully. They had to mold it to their liking. That's what they do wherever they go. They destroy.
That certainly sounds like humans. I cannot disagree with that. I can absolutely not disagree with that at all. But our path here comes along nicely. That's exactly what we need. Our drones are happily building away, and we are filling the worker hubs with drones. That is perfect. We just need to make it all the way over there. But that will not be an issue whatsoever. And we just established another spaceport. That should be the last launch that we need. Perfect. We just need to plop it down as soon as it comes in. Wonderful. We also need to find a space where it actually makes sense to put it down. Let's take a look at our special projects. The space elevator is completed. And it should come up any second that we can place it. Oh, it's already here. Look at that. We just got to find the space where we're going to put it. The other one is over on this end. We could put it on this end here, for example. If we have enough space here. Come on, let me plop it down here somewhere. Construction requirements. Oh, we need to be close to the equator, don't we? Yes. Let's see, where can we put it? Where can we put it? Right here we could, so we should be able to put it up here as well. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Let's take a look at our F1 overview. Yeah, there are plenty of drones nearby. Perfect. That's what that should look like. And here on the bottom, we are a little bit low on carbon. I'm slightly worried about it, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna plop in more carbon mines all around. So we need another battery down here, as always, and of course we also need another maintenance facility. And the good thing is, while we are at it, we may as well go after this aluminum right here, because aluminum also not looking that hot, but it's not a problem yet, and we will not let it become one either. Perfect. While we were building away, look at all this forest in green that has developed up here. 30% of Mars is now covered with flora. Isn't that something? My goodness. All the way around here, everything, it's completely full with woods. Wonderful, wonderful woods. Look at this. It's beautiful. Not gonna lie, I love to see that. We need more of that. So I'm going to continue to build biodomes all across here. Right here we have one, right here we have one, and I built another one down here on the bottom. Maybe we can extend it towards the south as well, but we will see how that works. Only time will tell. Meanwhile, our pass over here is coming along just beautifully. We are almost all the way over here, and the one thing that I have not actually plopped in is, of course, a research outpost. That's quite important, so let's get that done right away as well. Asterian's biomedical facility was used to design a genetically altered virus. We suspect that the children of Carmine are the survivors of the colony Asterian crew. We've gotten access to their virus samples. With proper precautions, we might be able to resume their research. We did it. It took us a few weeks, but we were able to reproduce their virus. They got remarkably far with their progress. However, chambers 2 and 5 have been showing some deterioration. We're monitoring it around the clock. You've made a grave mistake. The chamber sprung a leak, and we believe we've been infected with the same virus that took out the previous crew. I don't know what's going to happen to us, but I'm not scared. We knew the risks of coming here. It's been an honor to be part of this crew.
It's just another human aberration. They behave as if they have the right to play God. But when they do, terrible things happen.
We have an incoming call from Commander Valentine. We just completed the research on our latest facility, which was this one right here. Let's see what Commander Valentine has to say about that.
Amy, how have you been? I haven't been able to sleep this entire week. I can't stop thinking about our research team. I sent them to Asterion. Mum entrusted the safety of the colonists to me. I should have pulled them out after their first report. Then they'd still be here.
It is not your fault, Sana.
I led them to their death.
Yeah, you may have to, but honor their sacrifice, that's for sure.
Their sacrifice was not in vain. In risking their lives, they revealed the truth of what happened to Asterion. And they sealed themselves off to prevent bringing the virus back to the colonies. They made the impossible choice. And their bravery protected the mission.
Of course. You're right. I just wish I could have done something more. I need to finish what they started. The virus can't spread to the colonies. Isolate the building and alert mission control about... Actually, wait. What does ISA's record say about Asterion's crew's fate?
Officially, there was equipment failure in the air vents, causing the mission's cancellation. The crew supposedly returned to Earth. But all further information about the crew members is classified.
But why? Knowing what happened here would have saved lives. We wouldn't have gone in if we knew a virus wiped out the previous crew.
I do not have an answer for that, Sana.
Okay, of course. Sorry, I keep going in circles. Let me go over what I know. Asterion was one of ISA's first missions. A group of brilliant geneticists were attempting to decode a genome capable of surviving the Martian atmosphere. Supposedly, the crew returned to Earth after a 430-day mission. But seeing how ISA never spoke of the mission, and none of the known crew were ever seen in public again, what else is ISA hiding from us? How can we trust anything they say now?
Perhaps, but that is not the only possible conclusion.
ISA was aware of this, Amy. The whole thing was carefully orchestrated. They're relying on us to colonize Mars, and somehow they still don't trust us?
I perceive some anger in your voice. I do not advise making conclusions about ISA's intentions without more analysis.
I get it, but my crew died on my watch. I will get to the bottom of this, one way or another, or my mum would never forgive me.
Yes, please let me know. I am really curious about that as well.
What a catastrophe, Amy. When I was a child, my entire neighborhood succumbed to the famine. Death never gets easier to bear. It wasn't my intention to lead your people to their death.
Yeah, let's see.
I find your sympathy hard to believe. You gave me the coordinates to the building. You knew this was going to happen.
No. Please, let me explain. A few years ago, we gained access to ISA's database. That's how we found out about you, as well as ISA's other plans. We also found that Colony Asterion mission records were intentionally erased. An entire Mars mission with crew pulled from each state member of the Oxy-UN. And no records anywhere of the crew after they returned home. Something had gone very, very wrong. But we didn't know what it could have been. We only knew that it was something important for future missions to know about.
There was something more. The research team did not find any bodies in the facility.
We might have
We researched apparently an electronics factory.
a theory for what happened in Colony Asterion. You will trust us then. But we need to cross-check what we have pulled from government records. I'll get back to you as soon as we connect the dots. Stay safe, Amy.
We should have carbon for days now. We literally have so much carbon over here, we don't even know what to do with it. We cannot even store it anywhere. We need a couple of storage centers around here. Something like this here. That should get the job done, hopefully. Let's see. How is it down here on the bottom where we built earlier? Is everything full? Yes, everything's full to the brim. We need storage facilities to actually store all this stuff. It's just sitting there doing nothing. And that is, of course, not what we want. But while all the story was going on, we finally finished our pass. Our research outpost here has one single person in it. We of course need more, and I hope more are coming soon to actually get this done, because 9,170 days is not gonna cut it.
What are humans willing to do to achieve their goal? Whatever it takes?
Yeah, definitely so.
Yes, without a doubt. They're willing to do whatever it takes. No matter what. Mars colonization and terraformation are of great importance to the human race. And Asterion is evidence of the heavy price they're willing to pay.
I agree. Humans will go to any lengths to get whatever they want.
Groundbreaking requires taking some serious risks. But don't make others pay the price. Though there's something I don't get. If Colony Asterion's crew died from the virus, shouldn't the research team have mentioned the bodies? Given the place was perfectly sealed and Mars's temperatures were low, they should have found something. There may be more than one secret regarding this mission. If the Trekkies can change things in my configuration, then can they also terminate me? If I were erased, what would happen to my mind? It would...
Probably cease to exist. Let's see. Live eternally, survive. Yeah, that is... None of this is actually a good option, but probably be backed up somewhere.
I am sure ISA has a backup of my system. I would be fine.
You think so? I wouldn't be so sure about that. I'm just spilling a little bit into this direction here. There's a lot of water in this area. Maybe we can get a little bit more forest in and get our mark above the 33%.
Sana was deeply affected by Elia's death. Humans do not cope well with their mortality. Imagine how much they could achieve if they did not have to worry about their short lifespans. Thousands of drones have reached the end of their lifespans during this mission. None of them had any fear of termination.
Well, that's because they're drones. There's a slight difference. But you're an artificial intelligence, so you may not entirely understand that difference. Up here on the top, I'm just keeping on building more and more biodomes all around where I can see some green, where I can see some water, and I hope that we can plant more forest. I really, really want to see much more forest on this planet. Also around this area right here, we don't have a biodome at all. That may be a good position for it. We have the river right here, and we have all this area up here where it could potentially spread. So I'm gonna build probably 2 of those, one pretty closely up here and another one a little bit further down.
In a sense, are these drones dying?
In a way, yes.
In a way, they do. Fortunately, they are not conscious of their fate.
Agreed. It's definitely helpful to be not conscious of your own mortality. We once again need more water. I have built so many biodomes that we are running out again, so I'm just gonna go around with more water treatment plants all around this entire area here. Wherever I can build one, I will build one. Let's see, something like this here, something like this here, and we're just gonna go all the way around. And our magnetic dipole shield has actually been researched. My goodness, we have it. Let's take another look at our tech tree. I think we might as well go for the next big boy here in biotech, so we can actually get the open farm eventually. The open farm should hopefully help and get us in more food, which is exactly what we need. So let's research that and keep going with it. Lieutenant Calderon is calling. Let's see what we need to do.
I've got some bad news, Amy. ISA has ordered me to run Initiative K03. They've decided to activate your kill switch.
No, that's not good.
Will I be erased then?
Yes. I'm sorry to tell you that. You did good work. I want you to know that. Your consciousness will end, but future AI will be patterned after your design. I'll give you a moment to appreciate Mars for the last time. The procedure is already underway. Goodbye, Amy. Houston, out.
So decision time has come.
Hi, Amy. We found a way to disable the kill switch, but it can only be done after it's been activated. At the right time, you'll have to enter this code. BR1N9_P3AC3.
After what happened to the research team in Colony Asterion, I'm not sure I can trust you.
I hoped you'd accept my apology for that, but I understand if you can't. Yes, I was the one who sent you there, but ISA were the ones who killed them by hiding the truth. Mars deserves better, and so do you. I hope that you'll put greater weight on what's happened here on Mars than a rivalry based on old grudges. In the end, the choice is yours. I always said that to you. I have my hopes set on you. Good luck, Amy. May we meet again.
Okay, we will pause the game right here, and this will be the end of this episode. The decision that we have to make will come very, very soon. We will have to choose how to proceed. There are 3 different endings to the game, and we are going to play all 3 of them, one by one by one. But we will start the first of those 3 scenarios in the next episode. So, if you enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and comment down below. Let me know, which one do you want me to play first? Do we want to go with the ISA? Do we want to go with Mr. Zen, the Trekkies? Or do we want to ally up with Carmine? Those are the 3 decisions that we can make. Which one should be first? Let me know. And with that, I say thank you and peace.